Hello and welcome to Enjoy TV. I'm Angela.
And I'm Camille.
Today our lesson is entitled Get Me Out of Here, which is like a cry for help. What it's like is you're stuck in a place and you really want to leave. So that's what you say, get me out of here. Let me go somewhere, anywhere, because I'm so tired of being here.
今天生活影音学堂呢，今天教大家就是 get me out of here, get me out of here。当你说这句话的时候，其实是你很厌倦待在这个地方的时候，你会说让我离开这里 ，get me out of here。
So if you wanted to get the heck out of here, where would you go?
I would like to go Greece Santorini.
Really?
Yeah, because I heard it's like the most beautiful place on earth.
Really?
That's what I heard.
Is there swimming and stuff?
Yeah, and I heard like people like they work late, and so it's like super relaxing. Like
So people have a relaxed lifestyle.
Yeah.
And they like sit in restaurants and talk all night.
Yeah, just
That sounds
look
like
at
a
the
good
sunset and just do nothing.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
How about you? Where would you like to go?
I think I want to go to Santorini. Yeah, you've convinced
Let's go
me.
together.
Let's go.
OK， 刚刚 Angela 老师就有问我呢，我最想要去的地方是哪里？那我就说是 Greece Santorini， 就是希腊的圣托里尼岛。为什么我想要去那里呢？因为我听说那边是最漂亮，全世界最漂亮的地方，而且在那边呢，就是人们就是比较晚才开始工作，所以他们的生活就是非常的惬意，很 relaxing。所以 Angela 老师就说，那他也很想跟我一起去了。
Yeah, I think so. Anyways, let's take a look at the article.
The dialogue 情境对话
Thank you for calling Moonlight Travel. This is Lisa speaking. How may I help you?
Hi, Lisa. I'd like to book a ticket out of town somewhere.
I can definitely help you with that. Where would you like to go?
I'm not sure. I have a 5-day vacation coming up, and I just want to get away for a while.
We are currently running a special on a package tour to Bali. It includes the airfare, all your accommodations, and several guided tours.
That sounds like it's just the ticket for me. How much will that set me back?
It's only 22,000 NT dollars.
That's out of my budget. I'm looking to spend at most 15,000 NT dollars.
Okay, let me see what else I have.
The explanation 内文讲解
So the situation of the dialogue is that Frank is ringing up a travel agency. Now, to ring up somebody, that's a more British expression. It's because when you call someone on the telephone, it has a ringing sound. It goes bring, 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 right? So he's ringing them up. He's calling them up. In America, we say, we're calling somebody up. So if in an American sentence, we'd say, Frank is calling up a travel agency.
没错，所以第一句讲的是 Frank is ringing up a travel agency。那刚刚 Angela 老师就有说 ring up 其实是比较英式用语的用法。如果是美国人，他们会说 call up。所以如果美国人讲话，他会说 Frank is calling up a travel agency。他打电话给旅行社。所以 ring up 呢，就是打电话给。For example,
I rang up an old friend of mine last night. Or I called an old friend of mine last night.
就是我昨晚打电话给我一个老朋友。
So Frank has called the travel agency and Lisa answers the phone. She works for the travel agency and she says, "Thank you for calling Moonlight Travel." And this is a typical way that businesses will answer the phone. They want to identify who they are. Because if she just said hello, he might think he'd called a private number or somebody's home by mistake. So she wants him to know who he's called. But she can't just say Moonlight Travel because that's a little direct. So she says, "Thank you for calling Moonlight Travel," to be more polite.
OK，Lisa 呢，她就说 Thank you for calling Moonlight Travel， 就是感谢你致电 Moonlight Travel， 就是月光旅行社。那通常就是用店家啊和商家都会用这种说法，就 Thank you for calling 什么什么，就是代表说他们会讲出自己的企业名称。
And then she goes on to say, this is Lisa speaking. So she's not only identified where she's working, she then identifies herself so that the person who's calling up can feel more comfortable. Oh, I know who I'm talking to. And when you're on the phone, you never say, I'm Lisa. And I don't really know why. It's just a convention. You know, if I was talking to you in person, I wouldn't say, oh, hello, this is Angela.
Yeah, that would be weird.
It would be weird. I say, oh, hi, I'm Angela. But on the phone, you have to say, this is Angela. So that's how you do it.
所以 Lisa 就继续说 ，This is Lisa speaking。那这个其实是电话中的用语啦，它算是一个一直以来的传统。就 This is， 如果说我们面对面的讲话，绝对不会说 This is， 我们会说 Hi, I'm Camille, I'm Angela。所以这是电话的用语，是 This is 我是。那 This is speaking。
And then she says, how may I help you? So that's the final thing. She has to say all of this, you know, it's kind of formal, you know. Thank you for calling Moonlight Travel. This is Lisa speaking. How may I help you? It seems like a lot to say, but during this time, the customer who's calling up has a chance to organize what they want to say. So it's actually a good thing to do.
所以他就继续说 How may I help you？ 我应该怎么样来帮助你了？那我们刚刚回来看这个 This is 我是电话用语的用法。For example.
So you say, this is Angela speaking. Like, hello, this is Peter. Can I speak to Lisa?
比如说 Hello， 我是皮特，我可以和丽莎说话吗？
So when Lisa finishes speaking, Frank then starts his question. He goes, hi, Lisa. So since she's introduced herself, he has to acknowledge that. So he has to say, oh, hi, Lisa. So he uses her name. And then he says, I'd like to book a trip out of town somewhere. If you book something, it means you make a reservation for. So you book restaurants and you book trips. And sometimes you can book theater tickets.
Yeah. OK， 所以这个 Frank 就继续说呢 ，Hi Lisa， 因为他已经知道他的名字嘛，所以他就直呼他的大名了。So I would like to book a trip out of town somewhere。我想要去城外的某个地方，所以我想要预定这个行程。那 book 你可以用来 book a restaurant， 就是订餐厅；你 book a trip 预定一个行程，或者 book a theater ticket 就是电影院票。那 book 呢，它是当 VT 和预定预约用。你可以说 be fully booked 就是预约而满。For example,
the hotel we wanted was fully booked for the whole weekend. So we had to go to an icky hotel next door.
OK， 他说我们想要入住的这个饭店，整个周末都被订满了。
And so Frank had said, I want to book a trip out of town somewhere. He didn't say where he wanted. He just anywhere, just get me out of here. And Lisa says, well, I'm a travel agent. I can definitely help you with that. That's my job.
So Lisa 就说 ，Oh, I can definitely help you with that. 我绝对可以帮你这个忙，因为我是一个 travel agent 嘛。
So where would you like to go? Where do you want to go to? You can't just leave. You have to go somewhere.
Yeah, 所以他就继续问啦，Where would you like to go? 那你想要去哪里呢？
Frank says, I'm not sure. Actually, I don't really know where I want to go. I think that's why he's calling her. He's hoping for some suggestions.
Yeah. OK， 所以 Frank 呢，其实他打电话来的原因，就是因为他其实自己也不知道他要去哪里，所以他说 I'm not sure， 我不太确定哎，所以他想要问这个 travel agent for some suggestion， 就是给他一些建议。
So he explains more about what he wants. He says, I have a 5-day vacation coming up, and I just want to get away for a while. If something is coming up, it means that it's going to happen soon. It's like if the year is passing like this, it's coming up, it's going to happen.
It's around the corner.
It's around the corner, right? And so he says, I just want to get away for a while. Get away, like get away from it all, leave your current place and go somewhere relaxing.
所以 Frank 就继续说呢 I have a 5-day vacation coming up. 那 coming up 你说的时候就是说这个事情即将要发生了，所以他就说我有一个5天的假期要来临了。And I just want to get away for a while. 那 get away 就像 get away from it all， 其实就是你抛开所有平常你工作的压力啊，或者是你学业的压力，你就想要去度假。So get away 就是度假，以摆脱烦恼的意思。For example,
we are hoping to get away for a few days next month.
我们希望下个月能去度几天假。
So this 5-day vacation, is that like a typical time for Taiwan people to take a vacation?
Personally, I don't really take 5 days vacation.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I
What do
usually
you
just
do?
go for a weekend.
Oh, but that's really short. You
Yeah.
can't really relax on
Yeah.
a weekend. I like to go for 2 weeks if I can.
2 weeks.
Because then you feel like you've really been gone. But the hard part is getting your boss to agree to 2 weeks. They're like, 2 weeks? It's a really long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, it costs more. So my friends, they prefer to take 5 days because they're like, it's enough time to relax, but you're not spending too much money.
I guess it depends on where you go. If you go to like somewhere close, for example, from Taiwan, it's like Thailand.
Oh,
5 days
sure.
would be enough.
Oh, yeah.
But if
or
you
like
want to
in
go to
Bali.
Europe, it would be too short.
Yeah, because it's like 2 days on the
Yeah,
plane
I
alone.
know.
Yeah. Now we have coming up is we have an explanation in our tips and use about coming up. So let's take a look at that.
所以我们今天的 tips and use 呢，也有那个 coming up 的用法。那我们来看看吧。
Tips in Use 重点解析。
大家好，我是 Camille。今天 Tips in Use 要教大家的就是英文中即将到来的说法。本文中 I have a 5-day vacation coming up 之中的 be coming up 就是表示即将到来、即将来临的意思。那也等于 be just around the corner， 或是 be right around the corner， 或是 be drawing near，be near at hand，be fast approaching。那我们就来看一下简单的例句吧。Jeremy's birthday is around the corner。Jeremy's birthday is coming up， 就是杰洛米的生日快到了。或是 The Dragon Boat Festival is drawing near， 端午节就要到了。We canceled the camping trip because a typhoon is fast approaching。我们取消了露营之旅，因为台风快来了。这样大家学起来了吗？即将到来的用法。那我们下次见喽，拜拜。
The explanation 内文讲解。
So Frank wants to know what Lisa can offer him in terms of a trip that he can take. And Lisa starts off by saying, we're currently running a special on a package tour. Currently means right now, so you're very lucky right now. We already have a special. If you're running a special, it means that the special is happening right now. They're offering this special. To run a special and to offer a special is the same meaning. And they've got a special on a package tour. And the package tour is to Bali. Now, a package tour means that your airfare and your hotel are included, and it might also actually include a guide. It depends on the package. So it's just a package of all the things you need. So you don't have to think about buying plane tickets and hotel and all that stuff separately.
所以呢 ，Lisa 就继续说了 ，We're currently running a special。那刚刚 Angela 老师就有写是 run a special， 其实就是有一个特惠的意思。我们现在有一个特惠行程啊，就是 on a package tour to Bali， 就去巴厘岛的套装行程。当你说套装行程呢，就是已经就是包括那个机票啊，还有住宿都已经加在里面了。那有的时候还会加入他帮你排的那些导览。那 run 呢，它是 VT 是进行经营的意思。For example。The
store is running a sale on baby clothes.
这间商店正在拍卖婴儿服饰，还有 package tour 就是刚刚讲的套装行程。
So the package tour that Lisa's offering, she says it includes the airfare. Airfare is the airplane ticket. The fare is the price of going by air, so airfare. And it also includes your accommodations. And accommodation is just a fancy word for where you're going to stay. So your hotel or your hostel or the bed and breakfast, whatever, the place where you're going to stay. And this package tour also includes several guided tours. So not just one guided tour, but several. So depending on the price, this could actually be a really good deal.
OK， 所以 Lisa 就继续解释了，她说 It includes， 它包括了什么呢 ？The airfare 就是飞机机票。So for example。The
airfare alone is more than I can afford.
所以光是机票钱我就已经付不起了。So it includes the airfare and all your accommodation and several guided tours. So your accommodation 就是名词，是住宿的意思。For example.
The movie stars were given their own accommodation during the shoot, which means that every movie star had their own hotel room.
所以在拍摄期间呢，电影明星们都有自己的住所，所以它就包括你的机票、住宿，还有几个导览行程。
So this sounds like it's a pretty good deal. You know, you get the hotel and the airfare and the tours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever been to Bali?
No, I haven't. Have you?
I did go, yeah.
Oh, how was it?
Oh, well, you know, everyone goes, Bali, it's so amazing. But it's true because all the people there, they're really good at making you feel welcome.
Oh.
You know, and I bet one of the tours that he gets to go on is to the volcano.
The volcano.
There's a volcano in the middle of the island, and it's in the middle of a lake. And they take you on a tour up at sunrise. So you have to get up really early, like at 3:30 in the
That's so
morning.
nice.
They drive you there, and then you have to walk up the volcano in the dark.
Wow.
But there's like hundreds of people walking up with you, so it's
Okay.
like this weird social hour. And then you get to the top of the volcano and you watch the sunrise, and they give you breakfast, and it's really
nice.
pretty.
That's nice. OK， 刚刚 Angela 老师就有说呢，他之前有去巴厘岛玩啦。那他们有做一个很特别的那个 tour，就是太阳刚升起的时候去参观那个火山，所以他们是很多人一起去，那是一个很难得的经验。
So Frank likes the sound of this tour. He's like, that sounds like that's just the ticket for me. If something's just the ticket, that means it's just perfect. It's exactly what you wanted.
所以 Frank 呢，他其实非常喜欢这个主意啦。他就说 That sounds like it's just a ticket for me. 那 be just a ticket 就是正是某人所需要的东西。For example,
The ice cold lemonade was just the ticket for the thirsty workers.
冰凉的柠檬水正是口渴的员工所需要的。
So then he asks the very pertinent question, the important question, how much will that set me back? Now, set me back is a way of saying how much will it cost me, you know? If it sets you back, if you're working to earn a certain amount of money, it sets you back, it reduces what you have. It puts you behind. So, how much is it going to cost?
所以呢，他就继续问一个非常重要的问题啦。他就说 How much would that set me back? How much would that set me back 的意思就是这个需要花上我多少钱呢？所以 set somebody back something 就是使某人花费。For example,
The repairs set us back over 20,000 NT. So that means if you say set you back, it means you're expecting it to be expensive too.
OK， 所以他说这次修理花了我们台币2万多。当你在说 set somebody back something 的时候，其实是指说你认为它有一点贵。
So he says, will that set me back? So he's saying, is this going to be expensive? And Lisa's like, no, not at all. It's only 22,000. It's actually a small amount of money. And actually 22,000 for 5 days,
It's not too bad.
it can't be a very nice hotel.
Oh yeah, true. OK， 所以这 Lisa 呢，她就继续说，这个只要新台币22000元。那刚刚 Angela 老师就说啊，如果需要是这个价钱的话，应该是住宿的地方是不太好的。
Well, you know, it depends. Bali, everything's cheaper, so it might be
Yeah.
pretty decent. Anyways, Frank says that's out of my budget. His budget is only a certain amount of money, and that is out of it. It goes over his budget. It's more than he can afford.
所以 Frank 呢继续说 That's out of my budget， 就是那超乎我的预算了。Budget 就是去预算的意思，所以 out of 就是超乎我的预算。
And he says, I'm looking to spend at most 15,000 NT. So the most he wants to spend is 15,000.
所以他就说啊，我想说我最多 at most 就是最多，只要花不超过15000元。所以 at most 这个片语呢是最多不超过的意思。For example,
It will take 40 minutes at most to get to the airport.
最多只要花40分钟就可以到达机场。
So Lisa says, okay, let me see what else I have. You know, she's like, well, I thought that was a really good deal, but actually you're at more of the budget level of things, you know.
Yeah.
She quoted him a mid-range price, but he's actually looking for budget travel
the cheaper
prices.
one.
Yeah.
OK， 所以 Lisa 就是她虽然心里想说，其实这已经够便宜了，就是既然你要更便宜的，说 OK，let me see what else I have， 我就看看其他还有什么样的行程可以提供你。
So Lisa has to find Frank a better place to go that's cheaper than Bali. What's cheaper than Bali?
I would say like Phuket.
Oh, like in
Yeah.
Thailand?
Yeah.
because you have to fly through Thailand to get to Bali. So the plane ticket will be cheaper.
Yeah, I'm guessing it'll be cheaper.
And Thailand, I think, well, in terms of hotels in Bali and in Thailand, you could spend the moon. You could spend so much money. Like I was looking online and I looked at the price and I was like, oh, that's like the price of a small car. That's just one night. So you can really spend a lot of money, but you could also be really, really cheap in both Thailand and Bali.
Yeah,
But
true.
I think coming from Taiwan, it's cheaper to go to Thailand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
所以呢，我们刚刚就在帮那个 Frank 想说还有什么更便宜的地方他可以去，那我们就想到的是普吉岛，因为普吉岛啊，其实它虽然有一些比较奢华的行程，就是你看到那个价钱都可以买一台车了，那它也有比较低价的行程，它可以去。
So I heard there's a lot of backpackers in Thailand. Have you ever gone backpacking?
Yeah, I was backpacking like
Really?
almost like a year in Europe because I was studying there in Prague.
Oh,
So
right.
yeah, I did a lot of backpacking. I slept in the station, like train station.
Oh,
I slept
yeah.
in a lot of like weird places.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you can't afford a hotel or
Sometimes like you can like we try to save money and sometimes we just didn't catch the train.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Didn't catch the bus.
it's
Yeah.
hard because in
Yeah.
Europe the trains they should work out, but sometimes it's so weird. Like I had to sleep in France in a train station because we
Oh,
just
you did
missed the
too?
train. Yeah.
I thought I was the only one.
No. And sometimes I had to sleep on the train because the train
yeah,
took
yeah.
so long. And then, when you get to the next city, you don't feel so good.
Yeah.
And it's not that much fun when you can't sleep in a bed.
Yeah, but when you look back, it's so part of like experience. You
Yeah,
know,
you're like, yeah, I
Like a
I
grand
slept in a
tour.
train station.
Yeah.
So you can brag.
Yeah.
We're so cool. We slept in train stations.
OK，刚刚 Angela 老师就有问到说，我本身有没有去自助旅行过？那我本身是当然有，就是当背包客。因为我以前在布拉格念书的时候，我去欧洲就是自己当背包客了1年。那我那时候有睡过很多很奇怪的地方，像火车站啊，或是我甚至睡过就是路边都有。就是因为我们那个时候有的时候也是要省钱，那有的时候是因为我赶不上最后一班公车，所以这算是一个很难得的经验啊。那刚刚 Angela 老师也有说，他本身也有睡过那个法国的火车站，就是因为我们大家年轻的时候当背包客都要用比较克难的方式旅行，所以想一想还蛮有趣的。
All right, but that's all we have for you today. Before we go, we have a tips and use called, or it's about out of my budget to find a little bit more about how to use that. But we'll see you next time then. Bye-bye.
拜拜。
Tips in Use 重点解析。
表示价钱太高负担不起要怎么说？本文中 That's out of my budget 表示那超乎我的预算了。Budget 就是指预算或经费，想表达价钱太高或是你负担不起的时候，你可以这么说 That's way over my budget 那远远超出我的预算了。或是你可以说 I am on a strict budget or I'm on a tight budget 那都是我的预算很吃紧的意思。I can't afford it 就是我负担不起。这样大家学起来了吗？那我们下次见喽，拜拜。
Words and phrases 单字片语。
1. Ring up. I rang up an old friend of mine last night. I called an old friend of mine last night.
2. Book. Be fully booked. The hotel we wanted was fully booked for the whole weekend.
3. Run. The store is running a sale on baby clothes.
4. Airfare. The airfare alone is more than I can afford.
5. Accommodations. The movie stars were given their own accommodations during the shoot.
6. Be just the ticket. The ice-cold lemonade was just the ticket for the thirsty workers.
7. Set somebody back something. The repairs set us back over 20,000 NT.
8. At most. It will take 40 minutes at most to get to the airport.
Extra words. Package tour.
The dialogue 情境对话。
Thank you for calling Moonlight Travel. This is Lisa speaking. How may I help you?
Hi, Lisa. I'd like to book a ticket out of town somewhere.
I can definitely help you with that. Where would you like to go?
I'm not sure. I have a 5-day vacation coming up, and I just want to get away for a while.
We are currently running a special on a package tour to Bali. It includes the airfare, all your accommodations, and several guided tours.
That sounds like it's just the ticket for me. How much will that set me back?
It's only 22,000 NT dollars.
That's out of my budget. I'm looking to spend at most 15,000 NT dollars.
Okay, let me see what else I have.
Just for fun， 趣味英文。
A man walks into a shoe store looking for a new pair of shoes. He finds a salesman and begins trying on pair after pair. No, he says of one pair, these are too tight. The salesman goes to get another for him to try on. No, the customer says again, these shoes are too loose. Again and again, the salesman goes to get the customer pair after pair of shoes. The customer is very difficult. He keeps saying he doesn't like the color or the design. Then the customer tries on a pair and his face lights up. These shoes are perfect, he exclaims. I'll take them. Sir, replies the exhausted salesman, those are your shoes.